Good morning. I'm Rosemary Balu, and I have with me Divart Mater, the editor of ARTbop Alternative, and we're going to speak to James Tito of the Modern Maori Quartet. Good morning, James.
Good morning. Kia ora. Thank you for the lovely introduction.
Divart?
Okay. It's like, no, it's just an honor to be speaking with you before you guys come to Bay Court with your new show.
Yes.
Now, I would like to go back to the start of this. I understand that the four talented people who are in the Modern Maori Quartet met originally at Toi Whakaari, the New Zealand Drama School.
Yeah. We all graduated from drama school at different times.
Ah.
Yeah. So Fran and Marka, who are the I like to call them the matuas in the group, the veterans. They graduated about 6 years before Matariki and I.
Ah.
And so we didn't know of each other, and so we are all trained at the same school, but at different times.
And just because we have an audience who we're backgrounding you for, you're all talented very much in your own right in different kinds of aspects of performance.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Well,
cut out for a second.
The four of you who make up the Modern Maori Quartet all have careers and talent and areas of interest other than the Modern Maori Quartet.
Yes, that's correct. At this stage, as the quartet is growing, it's definitely a full-time sort of job now.
Well,
but we do find we do other things. Francis Cora, he is the front man for the successful band Cora, and is busy with that, and also a presenter on Māori TV. And then Mark had just finished filming Poye, the film playing Delvania's Crime, and myself and Matariki just finished working on a film with Lee Tamaori and Temwera Morrison on The Patriarch, and obviously Matariki was the lead role in Find Me a Maori Bride. So we try to balance all our different avenues of work, but definitely the Modern Maori Quartet sort of takes precedent with the amount of work and how busy we are and how it's all growing.
And this morning, when, as I said, we had a little catch-up online with the Modern Maori Quartet, and you draw on the fabulous tradition of the Maori show bands, the Howard Morrison Quartet, your lovely, I put here, silk-suited, super casual slick. That's what I thought. You're just so cool. What do you reckon, Diver?
Yeah. So, we were just wondering, how did all those kind of elements come together as you guys started the quartet and as it has evolved?
Yeah. When I first had the idea, I guess, to begin the quartet or start something or the quartet was, first of all, just being inspired by my mates around me who, at various parties, informal gatherings within garages or on balconies, the guitar would always come out, and we would just naturally just fall into harmonies as if we were already a band.
Oh, wow.
And sort of got excited by the prospect of coming together, combining our talents, combining our passion for the arts, for singing, for storytelling, and then sort of this idea of a Māori rat pack sort of started to emerge, and then linking that back obviously to New Zealand's rich history of the show bands from the 60s and 70s, the likes of the High Marks, your Sir Howard Morrison Quartet, and that was just a sort of a natural fit really, and that the flash suits and all that, all the attempted sharp harmonies and nice harmonies, sort of a nice contrast, because we're all quite down to earth sort of guys, had humble upbringings, and it's just a nice contrast of a flash slick, polished show with our just sort of, just sort of everyday attitude. So the show sort of bounces between the two, and it's a nice balance that we got going. But yeah, definitely drawing from the 60s and taking that old school charm and really embracing it.
And we notice also that the influence of te reo in your performance. We watched this morning your rendition of Royals.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a favourite of ours to sing as well, and well, we're definitely bringing that song and singing that in Tauranga when we're there, and that's definitely part of our buzz too. That cultural element, clashing that with the suits, and it paints a different picture. Obviously, a suits is quite a Western sort of thing, and that, and we just add that cultural fusion in there, and it just separates us from any sort of group that's out there.
Yeah.
And in terms of fusion, we noticed the very different renditions of what would be regarded as contemporary genre.
Yeah.
So Scribe and Savage.
Yeah. Like your guys' performances with Scribe and Savage.
Was so cool.
Which was, those were awesome because you guys just took that song and just made it so different and so much more fun, in that way. So like, how do you go about kind of adapting modern songs into your guys' Rat Pack style?
I guess the process sort of begins. Usually, at least one of us will be like, "Hey, I really like this song," and then we'll put it to the boys. And if none of us sort of latch onto it from that initial, "I like the song," then we don't sort of touch it.
Yeah.
Or in that case, the songs we do have in our repertoire, we have all gone, yes, yeah, that's a great choice, and then we sort of do make a concerted sort of effort to change it, to sort of put our own spin on it, and just to highlight the song and perhaps a different light that for brown guys in suits can add that perhaps another group can't, and that's really how it starts. And making the song fun for us. Those particular examples you used, the Scribe and the Savage songs, were really fun songs to perform and do, and that's really what it's all about for us too. Is if we're having fun, then surely the audience is having fun too.
Right. No, because that really blew me away, like the renditions of those songs, which are so kind of like, especially like Not Many, is like super fast and like upbeat, but you guys just, made it real classy 60s style. So that was very cool.
Yeah, that's right.
And so can audiences look forward to maybe some of that when you guys come over to Tauranga?
Yeah, that show in particular was obviously a show we did last year called Happy Hour.
Yeah,
and there's the album with I think there was through the whole series we sang about 10 songs, and those 2 songs were a part of it.
Yeah,
and we needed a bigger band and stuff for those 2 songs, so it's not as mobile to take. So we've just chosen 5 of our other favourite songs from that album that we'll be bringing.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, so. No, unfortunately, probably not the Scribe and the Savage this time around. Until we get a big band, but that's definitely still in our repertoire.
Yeah.
Hey, who does your dance routines? Because we just love that 60s Supreme style, synchronized moving, boys.
We had some great young talent actually helping us. With those dance moves, it was a band called a dance troupe called Identity, and
cool.
they were the ones who choreographed that those songs. But it is sort of base by base, project by project, and bring in different choreographers that we can work with. Excuse me, and we've got a few dance moves ourselves where they're just a bit more cheesy. That's all.
Now, the influence, I think, of listening to this music as young people with your parents. How much would you
Yes.
say that's influenced your obvious taste and enjoyment?
Hugely, hugely. And actually, we've all us boys have laughed at different times at how similar our dads are.
Oh yeah.
All our dads play guitar. All our dads were the life of the parties.
Yeah.
And it's just funny how it's all just sort of filtered down to us. And we've made the example. We've laughed at. We were the kids in the corner waiting for our time to lead the party ourselves. And so now our time's come and we're doing that, So it's great.
Yeah.
No, we are both so looking forward to you coming, but for very different reasons. I'm someone who also stood and sang those songs with the guitar in probably the same age or older era of your parents, and Dive Art is just going to be coming along because it's just blowing them away.
Yeah, it's just I think what you said before about being cheesy, but with style.
That's what I think.
Yeah, like that's what's so great about it. So, like, was that kind of aesthetic developed over time, or like was it from the get go? Like, how did that?
Very tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely just happened over time. One, just us being confident, because really, three of us within the quartet wouldn't call ourselves, singers or musicians per se. Even though we were, pretty good, but we always shied away from that and called ourselves actors first, singers second. But sort of as the quartet's gone along, our confidence has grown. A lot of that natural cheek has just all sort of organically happened, and which has been nice. It hasn't been sort of contrived or anything. It's just sort of what happens. Especially with us four strong personalities, and some of us have super dry humor. Some of us, maybe a bit more comedian-like, like perhaps Billy T. And
Right.
just a few, we just sort of make each other laugh, and I guess that's the collective impression you get when you see us, and I like that. I can live with that cheesy, but with style. That's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, no. It's yeah, like I think the suits add to that definitely, as well as your guys' like stage presence. And I find it interesting that like you said that like you kind of considered yourself an actor first. That kind of definitely shows in the stage presence, and and like the theatricality of it. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I think definitely, and that's it really, isn't it? Music is storytelling, and acting storytelling, and that's what I enjoy the most. I get the biggest kick out of, the story doesn't end just because the song ends. The song
Right.
has ended, and so keeping that story alive throughout the whole show, start to finish with the audience, is a great buzz.
Hey, James, where do you think the story of the Modern Maori Quartet is going to take you? Because as you just said, it's taking up more of your time. How do you see the progress for the quartet?
I think, this year we got a big Asia tour coming up. Well, that's a first for us.
Oh,
There's been
wow.
lots of firsts, which has been exciting. In August we head off to Singapore, Malaysia, and Uzbekistan,
Oh wow.
and so that's definitely a first for us. And that was part of our plans because Matariki in the quartet, he speaks fluent Mandarin and then spent the majority of his life over in China,
Wow.
and so we thought, well, that'd be an interesting market to share our talents with. But we have sat down and talked about a vision for ourselves. What we want, where do we see ourselves, and really, I think it's just sharing our sort of unique modern humour, Maori humour to sort of every corner of the globe, if possible. Starting with New Zealand, and the show bands of yesteryear, who we do draw inspiration from. That was a regular for them, touring all over the world. And,
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
they actually had less support in their homeland in New Zealand, and it was often said that no one really got to experience them that often. So I think we've gone the opposite route and really tried to gather support of New Zealand first before venturing overseas. And I think that's it really.
That's so
Taking what
cool.
we do to every corner of the globe and every part of New Zealand.
Oh, that sounds awesome, man. So, so as part of the Asian tour, will we be hearing any Mandarin renditions of modern hip hop songs?
I'd never say never.
Never say
Cool.
never. That's awesome.
Hey, look, we'll wrap this up, but first, you're doing a tour of basically the North Island of New Zealand or New Zealand when on your way down coming through Tauranga.
Yeah, before we get to Tauranga, we would have been to Hamilton, and we got a show next Tuesday here in Auckland.
Oh,
So we
cool.
would have got a bit of a lead up to Tauranga, and then from Tauranga we carry on to. It's mainly the North Island, but we are going to Christchurch, Blenheim, and Dunedin. So that's a fair chunk, and then obviously Taranaki, Wanganui, Palmerston North, and the Hawke's Bay.
Cool.
That's excellent. Now, in Tauranga, you're going to be here, as Divart, I mentioned before, on the 11th of August at Bay Court, which is the Community and Arts Centre in downtown Tauranga. And I tell you what, if you hear screaming, it'll probably be me. I'm so looking forward to seeing you guys.
Speaking of which, what can audiences expect from you guys this time around? Just briefly, that we haven't already seen.
I mean, we have got another show in the works, but we have been so busy that we haven't had time to fully craft a whole nother show. I think you'll just see a much more relaxed, much more intimate, much more I think sharper. I think musically we've come a long way since then as well, and we've added a few more songs to our repertoire.
Cool.
And I think you can expect more of the same, just a bit better.
That sounds awesome.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It was a great honor having a chat with you as part of the ARTbop show and your guys' upcoming show at Bay Court. Man, thanks very much, Rosemary.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, James. See you at Bay Court.
Yes, see you there.
See you guys there.
All right,
Bring
cheers, mate.
your dancing clothes for the hula.
Oh, yeah.
Bye now.
See ya. Have a great day.
All right, peace, man.
Peace.